Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. The wait is finally over, and OpenAI has launched Sora, which is the much awaited video platform that all of us were waiting for. We have looked at Pika, we have looked at Luma Labs, we have looked at Klim, we had probably looked at a lot of Mid-Journey, Runway, of course, and Stable Diffusion. So AI-powered video has been a game changer, and a lot of us have been using it for our personal branding, our businesses and marketing and clients and whatnot. So let's see what Sora has in store for us. And I couldn't be more excited to bring to you what Sora is bringing to the table. So this is Sora.com by ChatGPT, and it is available to Pro and all the Pro subscribers of ChatGPT. And it looks like there are a few observations that people have made, and some people are happy about it, some people are not too happy about it. So let's get started and see what we have in store, what I can show you first, and then we will go ahead and look at what people have to say otherwise. So let's go ahead and sign in. When you try to sign in, I think it's still not available in UK for some reasons. And then if you want to sign up, let's just put in some date of birth. It asks you for a date of birth for you to go ahead and sign in. So that's what I'm doing now. So once that is done, you get logged in, and I am subscribed to ChatGPT Plus. I am not a Pro subscriber yet, but I still have access to Sora, and it includes the ability to explore your creativity through video. I think you only get 720p video with 5-second duration, up to 50 videos, which is 1,000 credits. And let's see, it is at 448. All right. So if you want to get 50 videos, that would be at 480p, and it's 1:1 aspect ratio and 5 seconds in duration. Which means if you're looking at generating 720p videos, it could be less than 50 videos that these credits would allow you, right? And then, but if you're a Pro subscriber, then you have up to 500 videos, which is 10,000 credits. I think it's also the same 480p. Unlimited relaxed videos. Relaxed mode lets you queue additional videos to be completed when site traffic is low. Up to 1080p resolution, 20 seconds duration, and 5 concurrent generations. Download without watermark, and then learn everything about here if you want. Now let's get started with this. And before we get started, you need to remember one thing, which is if you have credits unused, which means if you are being very conservative in terms of using your credits with respect to Sora, it is not bound to be carried to your next month or next billing cycle. So be wary of that fact. And another thing that you would want to be looking at is Sora has two amazing functionalities, which is it has something called as storyboarding, and it has something called as blending, which are two different approaches or two different activities that you can perform on existing video. For example, storyboarding is you give a series of instructions corresponding to one story, and Sora will go ahead and give you different videos or different clips for each of these scenes or aspects of a story that you have, and then it gives you 5 generations or it gives you 5 different pieces that you can piece them together at the end of the day. While blending is something that you see in Runway or ML or Stable Diffusion for that matter, where you have an opening frame, where you have an ending frame. It kind of shows you the transformative journey from one situation to another situation. For example, if you want to represent an urban city that gets transformed into a desert over a period of time, you can generate both of these, and blending functionality would convert or transform the urban city landscape to a desert landscape, and that is exactly how you can show the transformation. Now, each one to its own. Anyway, everybody has their own way that they would want to present a story or make a video. So that's with respect to each of their preferences. So let's continue. What's my name? My name is, I'm just gonna say the name is Casey, right? And then say next. I hope it's not taken. All right, so my username is saved. Quick video introduction. You can go ahead and look at it at leisure, but let's just jump in, and then because let's just jump in, and then we can't really wait to explore this feature, right? So where do you want to start? So being a huge history fanatic, let's go ahead and start looking at something related to history, right? So let us talk about describe your video. So this is where you have storyboard. You see that? Where is that? Okay, this is storyboard. Right? And storyboard is a tool which will help you visualize the actions, sequence, and timing in your video. Use photos, videos, and text to describe each shot along a timeline before generating your final video. Which means you have an image here, which is an elephant, and then the woolly mammoths run past the camera, kicking up snow in their path. And the third would be the camera pans to the sky as the volcano in the background erupts with smoke, right? So these are some of the things that you can go ahead and represent. Now you can use storyboard, but for starters, let's wait for some time and let's start using something which is not a storyboard, because that's not what we are after. So let's go to Sora. Let's go ahead to something where we create a standalone video, right? So they have some references that you can upload. I believe you agree not to upload media containing people without their consent or under the age of 18. You agree not to upload media containing violence. You agree to have all the necessary rights. Misuse of media uploads may result in your account being suspended, obviously because of copyright issues. So you need to be wary of that. And it does not currently support creating videos with uploaded media containing people. If you upload a photo or a video that contains people, the video will fail to generate and we will not be charged any credits. Got it. Now then you have presets, balloon world, stop motion. These are some presets, I think. We'll come back to these. Let's have no presets at this point in time. This is horizontal, square, and vertical videos, 480p, 720p, which is something that you are allowed to do. So let's hold on to that. 5 seconds, you can't go. I think you're also allowed to, well, that's interesting. You're allowed to go up to 10 seconds, which is interesting. Now, what is this to be? 2 videos, 1 video, 4 videos. All right, so 1 video, right? Calculating credits. You can go ahead and calculate credits for a particular situation. Creating will use 25 credits at current settings, which is I'm okay with that. Then you have storyboard. Let's get started with going ahead and creating our first video. So as I said, we are a history fanatic. We are history fanatics. So let's go ahead and start looking at show the glory of, let's say, show the glory of Vijayanagara Empire in its peak, at its peak, where it was said that, where it was mentioned in the travel accounts that, so these are the traveler accounts that Hampi, as a prosperous bustling city with magnificent temples, marketplaces, well-organized infrastructure, only second to Beijing. It is also mentioned that expands vibrancy. Let's remove this. This is a city which has a circuit of 60 miles. Its people are countless, as in the city of Rome, so are the number of its houses. Show me a realistic version of Hampi according to this description. Right? I'm just going to save the prompt and let's say go. Right? So let's see what happens. You could also give any references in terms of images that you have, or you can go ahead and generate images using DALL-E and you can provide those as inputs. But if you don't do that, let's see what happens. And if it goes ahead and creates your this thing, right? So let's go to reset. This is where, let's go to our library and it says it's going ahead and creating it. So let's give it a few minutes and I think it should be able to go ahead and create it. What are the best alternatives to Sora that you need to remember? That Sora has a lot of alternatives in terms of you have Luma Labs, you have Klim, you have Kling, you have Stable Diffusion, of course, then you have Runway ML, then you have Midjourney. So we will do an entire session of comparing each of these tools and what are the pros and cons of these tools, and Pika, of course. And then we will also see which of these are suitable for which of the which kind of user base. And in the meantime, let's wait and watch our video. It's done. So 95%, 100%. All right. So this is going to be the realistic version of Hampi, right? Wow. Is that it? Nice. Right. So it gives you a panoramic view of Hampi. But I think maybe we would have to show this as realistic as possible in the when did Pace visit India? In the 1500s, because this seems very modern. In the 1500s. This seems very modern and not realistic. Take us back to the 1850s, right? So let's see what happens when we do that. It's added to the queue. This is what was able to that Hampi was able, I mean, we were able to generate. And this is the blend option that I said, where you can go ahead and use a blend between blend in the sense that a transformation of the sorts can be shown of sorts can be shown between what we have and what we want that to be transformed into. So you can bring both of those together and create a transformation. That's interesting. Now let's go back to our queue. Is there a way to download this? Of course you can download this. I'm downloading this just to be on the safe side in case I need it for some other reason. So let's close this here. Okay, now this is the second version, I think. Is this the second version? I don't know. Okay, this is one. Let's click on this. I think this seems more like the realistic version of 1800 or 1500s, right? Wow. You see all the concrete buildings are gone. It still lacks that rustic view. And I think if you upscale it to 720, I think it would start looking a little better than this. But nevertheless, gives you a realistic feel of what Hampi. It's not reflecting it's the actual majestic nature. But let's see, we also saw another one, right? So let's go back. Let's maybe also download this. So let's also go back, and we also have this, right? This is a more zoomed in view of what Hampi was looking like. I don't know why there are two generations. I think I would have by default chosen two generations. Now let's see how blending is possible, right? So let's go back and click on this, which is the older version. Let's transition between this video and another one. So I'm just going to say, what does recut mean? Trim and extend this video in a new storyboard. You can do that. View story, and you can do a storyboard for this video if you want. Remix, describe changes, and create new videos based on this one. So use this as a base and then create more videos. That is also possible. Loop, self-explanatory. So let's do a blending between this and what we have, or choose from the library because we already have it, right? So choose this and show the transformation of this. And transition blend is curves, merge clips together. That's not what we want. Seamlessly flow between clips. Influence a primary clip with another. Set custom bend curves. So let's stick to this. One video should be fine. I don't want to waste the credits. So let's blend these and see the final output where it must show the transformative nature of one video into another one, right? So it's added to the queue. So let's go back to the queue to get, okay, it's generating. So this is going to be a blend video, right? So in the meantime, let's actually come up with a true story about a simple episode in, let's say, Ramayana, because it gives you a lot of interesting colors, interesting scopes, etc. In Ramayana, that just has about 3 scenes, right? Okay, simple Ramayana episode could focus on encounter between Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana with the demoness Surpanaka, where her advances towards Rama are rejected, leading to Lakshmana mutilating her face, ultimately triggering Ravana's plot to abduct Sita, right? So let's stick to this approach. I think it's got a good way, it's got a good ring to it. So let's take these 3 scenes and let's try and make a storyboard as time comes, right? So let's go ahead and see if this is done. It is still in process. Okay, blend video is done. So let's click on that and see what happens. So this is how it transforms. Wow. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. Amazing is not the word, right? Wow. So do you see how it blended, where it just doesn't merge both? It just creates a very interesting transformation of how the old is being transformed into the new based on the new image. This is amazing, in my opinion. And I think it's only going to get better. So that's the good thing about it. And that's one reason I'm very excited about the AI video models. And we kind of look at, going all in on this. All right. So now, since this is done, I can't come back to you and give you more techniques and hacks on this. So, but let's see what are all the features that we have first, right? So let's go to storyboard. And I think that should be a very interesting way to go ahead and do this in an interesting way. So this is scene 1. So I'm just going to say scene 1 is going to be this. So cut this. Okay. So remove this, or maybe this is important to just to give the background. Hold on, let's see. Okay, let's give the backdrop. That's scene 1, and then we have a scene 2 where we describe this. You can also add images if needed. And just keep it simple because, you know, this is just a demo. And add a scene 3. You can also describe an image or a video. This is scene 3, right? So 69, 450, 480p, one video variation, preset. Okay, now balloon world. Let's do an archival or a film noir. Let's see what that is all about. And then create. So I have my 3 scenes put together. I've just kept it simple. I know that I've copied it from elsewhere, but I think that's the way we can go ahead and get to the output as soon as possible. So this is what the output is. It's generating. It's super fast if you ask me. 480p, but then you can go ahead and change it if you want. So this is going to be a storyboard with 3 different set of scenes from Ramayana, and I'm really excited to see what it comes up with. You can edit the story. You can add more graphic. You can elevate the prompts in terms of how do you want the gods to look. How do you want the camera to pan? How would you can use all your wow. Okay. Well, not quite what I expected, but I think we can work with that because this is just a copied story. We haven't given enough instructions. We have not given the camera movement. We have not described the characters. Considering that, this is good, but I think this is kind of ripped off from a TV show that is already existing or that may have been existing. Because I can I can connect to the characters so much that it looks like I'm watching a TV show from India. So, all right. So this is something that we can go ahead and look, and let's change this to none and see what that. Because maybe it is because of a preset. I don't want a preset, so I'm just going to say create, just to showcase what are all the possibilities. You can also make it into 2 videos, which means it'll be of slightly longer duration. So this is next activity. It's quite fast though. It's quite fast. That's what is intriguing me when it comes to these generations. I think the speed at which they're able to generate these versions are kind of quick, if you ask me. All right, this seems interesting. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Not really good. Okay, edit the story. You can go back and edit the story. This is none, right? So let's look at what happens if we use stop motion, create. I mean, you can experiment it with a lot of stories that you would want, but I'm just doing it. But I think one thing that could have been done better is I think I could have described the scenes better, the plot better, the features better, the camera, the colors better, the camera angles better, the narrative better overall, right? So that could have been done, but I think this is just demonstration, so I think I can get away with that. But you are free to go ahead and explore this to the maximum you can, because we're still developing whatever conflicts with our policies. Okay, maybe something is wrong with the policies. So let's go back and see if it's actually not generated. So you can go back and change the prompt if you want. Something's wrong with this. Okay. So let's go back to the original plot, and I think there is something which is very interesting which I wanted to check, which is film noir. Let's see, cardboard and papercraft. Let's see what that comes up with. Add it to the queue. It's preparing. And it's also kind of fast because it's 480p. I just realized if you do it 780, I think it's about four times slower. And there's no 1080p for Pro Plus subscribers. So I think we'll have to live with this. Okay. But overall, I think this is an amazing tool if you're just making like a quick short video where you just wanted to use something in the background and just to reference something. I think this is just an excellent tool if you ask me. Okay, this is Surpanaka. It doesn't represent it quite accurately, but I think you get the drift. The scenes should have been much better. The prompts are not really that great. I could have described the scenes much better, right? All right, so that's about it. I hope you enjoy this hands-on, and I think very soon we'll be going ahead and making a lot of intriguing videos on Sora and what are the amazing things that we can do with Sora and how you can use it for marketing, for branding, for a lot of other ways. This is just an overall demo, but I think for specific activities related to marketing or anything of that sort, I think we will go ahead and delve deep into this, and I'll see you again with more interesting updates on this tool versus a comparison of Sora with all the other tools. Thank you so much. You have been a wonderful audience. My name is Casey, signing off. Until next time, ciao. And if you are still here, there is a free AI-powered video course that I have made. It's a 7-part video series, which is amazing for you to get started with AI-powered video. Do not hesitate to go ahead and check it out. The link is in the description. And you can also follow me on the socials, and you can also sign up for the newsletter, the free newsletter that I have about AI for work and life. Thank you so much. See you in the next session. Ciao.